Aloha, friends. Good to see everybody today. And we are going to the island of French Polynesia today, to the many islands there. So they say Orana. But here we go, everybody. Aloha from Hawaii. Ali from Palau. Bula from Fiji. Hafade, Guam, Mariana Islands. Yahweh from the Marshall Islands. Orana from Tahiti. Kia ora from New Zealand. Kia orana from the Cook Islands. Malo Lele from the Kingdom of Tonga. And Talofa from the islands of Samoa. Again, it's good to see everybody back today. And you are on the School Talk Story with Dr. T show. And I'm going to put up here in the chat in case you haven't found it yet. Some of you might be lost. But this has some information on how to find the music for our ukulele class. Start looking for your ukulele because we're going to need it here pretty soon. So everybody start looking. And then I'll also post here that this program is brought to you by the National Pacific Islander Education Network, also known as NPINE, N-P-I-E-N. Yeah, I think I just lost somebody. They were there. Sometimes we lose them when we do talk story too much, but what are you going to do, right? Anyway, it's good to be with everyone. And let me share some very nice pictures here. So this is the flag, my friends, of French Polynesia. Yes. So we're going to talk a little bit more about French Polynesia and where it's at and so forth. But here is a map of French Polynesia. So you can see here, there are a lot of different islands here. So let me duck out here and then you can see a little better. Yes, we have the Marquesas Islands, the Tuamotu Islands, the Society Islands. Also, they have the Gambier Islands and the Austral Islands. I don't know if you see them, but they're on there somewhere. And then there are more than 5.3 million square kilometers in size of all these islands, 100 islands. French territory. It is the size of Europe, everybody. And the capital is Papeete. The largest city is Fa'a'a. And they speak French, Tahitian, Austral, Ravavai, Rapa, Mangarepa, Tuamotu, and Marquesa. So those are all the languages that they speak. And the people there are 74% Polynesian. And then the rest of the people are Europeans and East Asians. And you've heard of Tahiti. It is the most populous island with 69% of the population. Some of you have also heard of Bora Bora. That's another famous island there. But there are over 278,000 people live in French Polynesia, everybody. So, yeah, great to learn about our friends there in French Polynesia. And yes, sometimes in my hula halau, we do some Tahitian dancing, but that's pretty hard for people my age. So I try to do my best there. Well, a few more announcements, everybody, and then maybe our people will come back. But let me share with you again the National Pacific Islander Education Network, or NPINE, website. So it's coming up. So there's some nice pictures there of everybody. But come down here. We have a golf tournament that is coming up on, well, actually it already started because we already started the virtual golf tournament on April the 1st. But it will finish up on April the 21st at Recreation Park in Long Beach, California. So that will be the in-person tournament. But thanks to our friends in Missouri and the Inland Empire of California who are playing out there. And these are all the names of our golf teams. We have the TALB team, which is the Teachers Association of Long Beach. Thank you so much for your sponsorship there. And these are our many, many sponsors, everybody. So we're so grateful to them for, again, sponsoring N-Pine and participating in this, because this eventually will go to the students. That's where all the funds go. Supports our interns, as well as our scholarships and other programs. And we had a lot of prize sponsors. Yeah, even Trader Joe's joined us, and Dr. Tino joined us. And we'll be having a luau luncheon at Recreation Park. This will be on April 21st. So we look forward to that, everybody. So let's see what else we've got on the N-Pine website. This is very important. It is time to apply for the N-Pine Awards programs for students, for academics, good attendance, and you can also nominate anyone in the school community. The deadline is June the 13th. So if you go here to awards, this was written by our great intern, Andrew, but he basically wrote about why this program is so important to everybody. But here's the Christina Diaz Student Scholar Awards. And anyone that does, again, qualify for these awards, they're eligible to receive a scholarship discount from Grand Canyon University. There's our sponsor there. So apply for that. And then we have the Sevilla Ma'ai Educator Award, the Dr. Aloha Tanuvasa Community Award, the Sala Awelua Counselor Award, and finally, Uncle Henry Kamai's Attendance Awards. Everybody, time to apply for all these things, so make sure that you get that done, because some of you kind of forget. But yeah, many other announcements here, so please take a look. And we appreciate all of our staff that tries to, again, keep all this updated, because it's a lot to update on our website. Now let's go over to our Facebook page. And if you didn't hear, one of our partners is Adam and Jay Fenderson. They are Hollywood producers. And back in 2011, at the annual N-Pine Conference in Paramount High School, they produced first generation film, which included many of our Pacific Islander students. Amazing. And this was at Paramount High School. And then they spoke at our 2012 annual conference at Davis Middle School in Compton School District. So we're so appreciative to Jay and Adam. And they have a new film which is coming out, which is called The Class. Let me come down here. Yeah. So you can get more information here on The Class. And we welcome everybody out there, schools, students, everybody, to start taking a look at this. You can even do a free viewing at your school. So again, contact Adam and Jay, and they will be able to get you all set up on that. But we're very appreciative of them. Yeah, this is some more announcements about us. We had our Ohana night on April the 1st, a very strange night again. It was very windy that night. And what happened, we couldn't broadcast the whole program because the wind just kept, I don't know. It was very strange, the internet that night. But again, thanks to Lakay was there and Woma. We appreciate everybody doing their best to joining in. Okay, we did The Class. We have Tahita. This is a fantastic program being held in San Francisco, California, May 3rd and 4th. And this is brought to you by our friends from Inafa Maolek. And thank you to Verna and all of her group for putting this on. Also, Heidi Kinga will be making an appearance there too. We appreciate the Heidi as well. So they're great. And this celebrates the Chamorro community. Here's another very interesting one called The Staircase, a mysterious tale infused with Hawaiian folklore. So take a look at that. This will be at the South Coast Repertory Theater, again by Noah Gardner. Yep, I was at Wilson Park in Torrance, California. We had our Team Samoa run. It was basically three of us, me, myself, and I. And then after that, we went to the Malasadas. They have some nice Hawaiian malasada there at the park. So, and then finally, this week's e-news, and this is brought to you by our friends. Where are their names down here? We have our editor is Megan, and then chairman is our community health reporter, and our staff reporter is Andrew. Thank you so much to all of you. But yep, a lot of things happening. The big one is the Krispy Kreme fundraiser, March 15th until April 15th. You've still got another 5 days. So please, everybody, use this QR code, sign up, and you can support Empine. The Island Grad ceremony is coming up May the 3rd. Also read here about Island Grad also put on the Pacifica Reef Leadership High School Conference. So thanks to Francine, Dr. Audrey May, they are also members of Empine for all that they do for our students out there. Safe Schools Conference is coming up and we need volunteers. I mentioned already Christina Diaz. Information about this sad situation with immigration. So here's information to help all of everybody out there. Okay. The Falana'i'ala mentoring program. We visited Morris High School recently, and we'll have more information soon because we just went to Will Rogers Middle School. Also, I was in Salt Lake Community College in Salt Lake City, Utah this past week. So we'll share some more information about that visit soon. But yeah, we're getting close to seeing almost 500 students at 9 schools so far. So mentoring's going great. And I mentioned Ohana Night went very well, April the 1st. Francine was recently featured in Access Leadership Magazine. Good job, Francine. Read more again about our friend. Let me see. Where do we have her name here? It's down here somewhere. Oh, here. Ursula Ann Siatanga. Yeah. Glad we got your name there, Ursula Ann. But again, watch this presentation. We'll have more information here about that soon. And then we also celebrated with David Brown the 5th anniversary of LA Island Radio. So we'll get you some more information about that soon. Thank you, Chairman. Here's some important information about the measles, about the hantavirus. So everybody read up and remember, we can do this. So we have some birthdays, so I've got to make sure we do that. Several new members, Sydney, Lance, Testo, and Alejandra. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you to our e-news staff, everybody. So I think that is it on e-news. And that's enough on the website. So I'm going to stop our share here. Let me see. Yeah, let me go back to that because I almost lost something. I'm sure none of you ever lose things, right? Yeah. Yep, so let's go to our e-news. And again, we have birthdays for Felton Owens, Sefa Aina, who was one of our founding board members, and Victor Le'i Thompson. That's my dad. So let me stop our share here, everybody. And I have to move our picture because you won't be able to see me. All right. All right, e-news, you can leave now. Okay. And let us go to our birthdays. Okay. Yeah, we haven't done this one in a while, so this is our birthday song of the day here. All right, everybody. So again, get ready for the birthday song, everybody. You ready? Hey, that was an official birthday. All right, everybody. Now, looks like some of you are gone. You probably went to look for your music, I hope. But let's get our music out, and it's ukulele class time. I don't know why my nose keeps itching. But this song we're going to learn today is called Hine Matov. It is in the Hebrew language. And basically, what this song talks about is unity, being unified in the world. And we definitely could use a lot of that right now, especially here in America. Yep, very sad to say. Even America has a lot of trouble right now. But let us, again, take a look. All right, here we go. So we are going to learn okay. We are going to take a look at two of our chords. And again, the chords are where you put your fingers on the instrument, okay? So here we go, everybody. Okay, that sounds better. So the first chord we're going to learn is the A minor chord, everybody. And you'll notice here on your chart, the name of the chord is A minor. That's where we put our fingers. So our first finger goes on string number 1, fret number 2. So on your ukulele, here are our strings. G, C, E, A. Okay, so G, C, E, A. We can also remember that by saying, my dog has flea. So that's how you can remember it. G, C, E, A. Okay, so look at your fingers. Fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your first finger, put it on fret number 2, string number 1. So let's play the A minor chord. Again, okay, let me bring this down a little bit. We strum with our right hand. Down, up, that is a strum. Down, up, that is one strum. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right. So A minor is a pretty good chord. E7's a little more complicated. Okay, so here's the E7 chord. And your first finger is on string 1, fret number 1. Second finger is on string 2, fret number 2. And third finger is on string 4, fret number 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So again, first finger string 1, second finger string 2, third finger string 4. E7. All right. So the good news, this is a 2-chord song. Okay. So I'm sure you've all found your music by now, but if you haven't, just look up here, go to this Facebook group, and you'll be able to find everything there. But again, this song, it's very interesting. It's in the Hebrew language, and it's basically pronounced the way it's spelled there. So it's Hine Matov Umanaim. So yeah, I think you can pronounce that pretty well. But the chord goes like this. It goes rest, 2, 3, rest, 2, 3. So these are single strums, but the first strum is rest, 2, 3. That's A minor. Do E7. That's E7. Good. A minor. Good. E7. So you're on A minor. You play that with your second finger. Then you get your first finger ready and you just move it right there. And that's E7. So A minor, E7. Yep, you can do it, everybody. So let us practice just playing through this song. And again, this might be the first time for some, but don't panic. You can do it. All right. Yeah, just remember that Alilo is right behind you. No, that's Stitch. Yeah, hey, Stitch. Okay, everybody. So again, this is the Unity song. So we'll play it one time through, then go all the way back to the beginning. 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. Get ready to sing. Here we go. Hine mato manai, shevera kimboya. Hine mato manai, shevera kimboya. All right, you did it, everybody. So good job. Again, that is today's song. And keep practicing those, everybody. We appreciate you. All right. Well, right now, what we are going to do, it is time for our self-care talanoa, or talanoa means talk story. Yeah, I'll try not to talk story too much, but we're going to, again, do some talk story, then I'm going to play another song for you. And today's talk story is about gratitude. So during this part of the show, this is a good time to stretch. Gotta stretch out. I'm only using one arm because I hurt this arm. So do some stretching, everybody. And then do some nice deep breathing through the stomach. Breathe in and out. In again and out. And again, keep stretching and breathing as I read the following to you. Gratitude helps us to be more positive, helps us to feel a lot less stress. So I recommend everybody get yourself a journal and just take some time to write in your journal some of your positive things that happen to you. Well, sometimes negative things happen too. It's probably good to record it, but also share the positive. And record every day in your journal one thing that you are grateful, thankful for, even if it's very small or simple. And whenever you're in a situation where you're feeling sad, read through the list you've created and remember the joy attached to each day's gratitude. Yeah, that's a good one, everybody. And again, music is something that I'm grateful for. It really helps me. And again, think about those things that help you, everybody. Yeah, we're going to do a song related back to our friends from French Polynesia. Orana to all of you. And this song, we actually learned it last week. This was the song we learned. So play along, everybody. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's better. This song is called Te Manu Pukarua. Remember, everybody, this is a song about the bird. Yeah. Te Manu Pukarua, the village of Pukarua. And again, the people would follow this bird because the bird was good in fishing. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, I saw a lot of birds today at Liberty and Reinerson Park in Lakewood and Cerritos, California. A lot of birds over there by the river trail. I was running this morning. One more time. Here we go. One more time. Five, six, seven, eight. All right, you did it. That was kind of fast. But that was the song we worked on the last couple of weeks, everybody. So good. All right. Well, let me see here, friends. The second part of self-care Talanoa. And let me introduce this, first of all, to you, our chart. It's always good to go over our chart. But if you'll take up here a look in the chat, we have the Cal Hope live stream, as well as the live chat, as well as their phone number here. We also have the Pacific Islander Wellness Initiative, their number. And then we have 988. 988 means if all else fails, call the lifeline. Just 3 numbers there. But yep, these are some folks that are trained to help us out, and they're trained to listen, not talk story too much. Listen. But friends, this is our chart again. Let's take a look at your stress level today. Are you green, yellow, orange, or red? Yep, orange is not good, and red, you need to call 988 because you're probably going to harm yourself, hopeless and overwhelmed. So everybody can remember our stress levels. But let me read you this thought here, everybody. So let me see here. I am going to read for you myth number 4, we call it. I'm going to find what I did with my pen. I lost it. I'm sure none of you ever lose anything. Oh, here's another pen. Yeah, good. Yeah, because if I don't mark it, I'm going to forget what I to do next week. So this is myth number 4, everybody. Get ready. Myth number 4 is, I don't know the right thing to say, so it's better that I don't say anything. So again, you're talking to someone that may be having some struggles there, and you say, oh no, I don't know what to say. Well, maybe the person came to you for some help, so I'm not sure if it would be good to not say anything because they would be much sadder. So here, this is your advice for you, everybody out there. It says you don't have to say much. The greatest gift that you can give to others is to show interest in them. Ask questions. Listen with love. That's called Aloha, everybody. And help them feel safe sharing with you. Wow, you're saying, well, that's not too bad. Okay, that's right. All right, everybody. Well, this song is dedicated to my family because pretty much all of them are musicians. A couple of them are professionals, but this song is called Thank You for the Music. If I can find it. Yeah, maybe I can find it. Oh, here. But this is by the group ABBA, okay? So again, this one is for all of you. I'm nothing special. In fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, I have a talent, a wonderful thing. 'Cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want to do is sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would I be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Mother says I was a dancer before I could walk. She says I began to sing long before I could talk. I've often wondered how did it all start. We found that nothing could capture a heart like a melody can. Whoever thought it was I'm a fan. So I say thank you for music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for music, for giving it to me. I've been so lucky. I am the girl with curly hair. I want to sing it out loud to everybody. Everybody. This is called the page turn. What a joy, what a chance, what a life. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Can't live without it. I ask in all honesty, what would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. All right, everybody. Again, that is from ABBA. Thank you for the music. Well, we've got some school talk story we're going to do, and then we're going to put a wrap on this show. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to do right now, everybody. But let me pull this up on the screen for you. Let me see. Yeah, I might as well pull up our French Polynesian flag too, because you can see this here on the share screen. But let me pull up here on the share screen, everybody. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this should be it. Okay. So you see up here, this is what we were talking about last week about the Department of Education. And again, it was created in 1979 by President Jimmy Carter. So we're going to do some updates right now. Today is April the 10th. And some of these updates came from this article from the Association of California School Administrators. These are some other articles we've been working on. And I'm going to tell you more about the AANHPI Advocacy Day in Sacramento coming up too. But again, let me go over some of these things. So here are some information from the Association of California School Administrators article on April 7th. First of all, we have a quote by Alberto Carvalho. He is the superintendent of the Los Angeles Unified School District. And he was talking about, again, any significant change at the appropriate level undermining current funding levels could prove to be catastrophic in terms of the quality of education kids get, Carvalho said. He also said, quote, it could mean an end to after-school programs, an end to tutorial programs. It could be the loss of a teacher's aide in a special needs classroom. It could be the end of supper or a snack for after school programs benefiting kids. That's what's at stake. So let's kind of go over some of these things. Again, he was talking about Title I, and this is something which does support low-income families. But he had mentioned, for example, school lunches. Yeah, that could be something. So maybe school lunches, perhaps snacks in after-school programs was another one. I think I spelled snack wrong. So those are a couple of things that he said. S-N-A-C-K. Oh, that's funny. So those are some of the things he said, a snack or even a supper or meal. Yeah, because some of the students, they stay after late. Yes, so those are the things that might be at stake. So he was talking about special needs students, and he said maybe we could lose loss of staff. Okay, so yeah, that would not be good. So loss of instructional assistants. All right. So again, those are some of the things that he said, which would be very, very difficult for us to deal with. Now, we also had another quote by the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tony Thurmond, and he said that he was referring to the executive order by President Trump to dismantle the United States Department of Education. So Tony Thurmond said that it is an executive order, but it must, again, receive approval from Congress. So he said any change to the federal government's obligations to protect students' access to public education must come from congressional action. So yeah, let's list that down here too. So congressional action needed to disband the DOE, Department of Education. That's shorter. So congressional. I think I spelled it wrong. Yeah. Okay, so that was from Tony Thurmond. And let me see if there's anything else here that they had mentioned. Okay. So we had a number of different plaintiffs who are filing a complaint against the government. And they, again, have filed a lawsuit to stop the administration's attempts to disband the Department of Education. And they include the NAACP, Public School Parents, the NEA, which is the National Education Association, the AFSCME, Maryland Council Number 3, and they're supported by the Student Defense and Education Law Center. So we can put that down here. We have a lawsuit filed by many organizations and parents. Yeah. So, yep, that's very important to know as well, everybody. So, again, those are just some thoughts that came to us. And again, in reviewing this one more time, This about the McKinney-Vento program for the homeless student is very concerning to me because, again, these are young people that just barely make it to school, and now you're going to, again, end funding for them. So that is a big concern for me. And I'm also concerned here because the Office for Civil Rights does protect students against discrimination. So very, very worried about these things. All right, everybody, that was kind of a long talk story there. But again, those are some things to remember, and they're very, very important. And I think something that's very important that all of us can do is to contact our local congressional representatives. So, yeah, here where I live, we have Congress member Nanette Diaz-Barragan is ours. We also have in the city of Long Beach, Dr. Robert Garcia, the former mayor. So this is a good time again. Find out who your congressional representative is, everybody, and contact them because that's why they're there. But these are the individuals that can really help. Well, let me see here. It is time for our final Aloha song. But today is April the 10th. So next week, April the 17th, we will be back at our normal time. So again, we look forward to seeing everybody. But again, it was great to talk about French Polynesia. So here's their beautiful flag. So Orana to all of you. And then I showed you all the many islands there in French Polynesia. We said about 100 islands, so that's a lot of people out there. And we mentioned Bora Bora, Tahiti, the Marquesas. These are some of the islands of French Polynesia. So again, a shout out to all of you. But let us do this. We're going to do our final Aloha song, but promise me you're going to keep practicing, everybody. All right. And then, as I said, next week we will be back at our regular time at 12 p.m. Pacific time, okay, on this program. Okay? Aloha from Hawaii. Adios from Guam, Mariana Islands. Aloha from the Kingdom of Tonga. Airera from the Cook Islands. Airera from New Zealand, Aotearoa. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Me'ikun from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from the islands of Samoa. Again, we say Nana, Tahiti, French Polynesia, and Tofa from the islands of Samoa. And do me a favor, everyone, take some aloha to the world. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Aloha.